Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey, ladies. Okay, this is going to be a sensitive one. Let me just come out the gate and say, stop taking shit so personal. And let me also say this. I'm saying this from experience. I know one of the things that really used to get up under my skin was how many people would want from me but would not want to pay me. And being that I'm the supportive kind of person, I won't lie, it gets up under my skin if I will support your business and I will spend with you, but you never want to spend with me. And that was something I had to get over because it literally used to make me mad. And the bottom line is, in order to be successful in business, you need to keep your vibration high. You need to keep your mindset on point. And when you are tripping off of the people who won't pay you for your services, you will end up giving that energy off onto the people who are willing to pay for it. And you could miss sales. You could miss opportunities to collaborate because you're taking things too personal. And I want to talk to you about this and help you understand how you get over it, because I do know how it feels. I know how it can pain you. And I want to tell you guys about something that happened to me. And I literally just shook my head because I was like, wow, it's amazing, but it'll never cease to be that people will see your genius, but they really honestly won't be willing to pay for it. And I know that in your mind, that's disrespect to you, but honestly, it's disrespect to that person more than anything else. So for those of you that know, I got my book out, right? It's Don't Bitch About It, Be About It. And I went on this massive spree, I'll call it. And I just started sending messages out to a lot of people because I'm like, look, they need to know about my book, whether they're going to buy the book because they support me. Maybe they'll buy the book because they know someone who needs it. Maybe they'll buy the book because they need it. I don't know. Maybe they won't buy the book at all. But the point is, all of these people, August, you're so inspiring. We love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. We love your videos. They tell me on the front end. They tell me on the back end. They tell me I'm powerful. Well, my thing is I'm just going to message everybody and make sure they know about the book. And that's where my mind was at. And you want to know why? Because the algorithm on Facebook freaking sucks. And even though I've done videos and I've done call to actions and I've ran ads, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to see it. And I want everybody to know about it. Well, one of the things that happened is right after I sent that message out, someone responded to me and said, I have a few questions. Naturally, I thought maybe they were going to ask some questions about the book, and that's fine. Let me make sure that I clear the air. They may want to know, is it a workbook, a journal, this, that, the other. Once again, I have no clue. And I know the person, not like physically know them, but have developed a rapport over social media. And my response was, hey lady, what's up? And their response to me was that their book would be available, and they were wondering if I could point them in the right direction for podcast interviews for promotion. And I'm thinking, okay, from a coaching perspective, what that looked like to me was, can you as a coach tell me where I need to go, what I need to do, and what are the best podcast platforms to go on to? Or also, since I know that they know that I have a podcast, I'm going to think that maybe there's some typos. I'm not sure which way it is, but I just said, what do you mean with point you in the right direction? Are you asking to be on my show? What is it that you want? And they were like, oh, I want to be on your show. They said they were sorry if they didn't articulate it correctly. And I'm like, okay, well, then that's no problem. Just go to the website, go fill out the contact form, because this person, from what I've seen, they look like they potentially would be a great candidate to be on the show. But then they said that they wanted to ask me some questions. And I'm like, well, and they said they wanted to call me. And I was like, call me regarding with a bunch of question marks. And listen to the terminology. Just a conversation. Those 3 words were an immediate trigger that back in the day would have made my flesh crawl. Because there's no such thing as just a conversation when you're talking to a coach. And a lot of you that follow me, you are some kind of coach, health coach, relationship coach, business strategist, personal development, publishing coach, whatever it is. There's no such thing as just a conversation. But it got deeper. The person said just a conversation about how I can move my business forward from scratch. Now, how in the world do you plan on having just a conversation to move a business from scratch? Is that a 5-minute conversation? I mean, ladies, you guys are listening. Is that something where you could come and I could say, oh, just do this and you'll be successful? No, that's a very in-depth conversation. And it's also going to require some back and forth. Tell me a little bit about your business. Tell me something about your vision. Who's your audience? What are you trying to do? It's way more in depth than that. It is no just a conversation. It's like a video I did a long time ago that says, don't ask me, can you ask a quick question? Because the question may come out quick, but the answer is long-winded. And it's funny, right? Because I let them know, hey, you got 2 options. You got the low ticket option where you can join this group and you'll get some direction and you work at your own pace. Or you got the higher ticket option where you could start with a strategy session and we will get really in depth and you can take that thing and you can run with it. And it took them quite some time to come back and to respond to that. And I'm actually confused because instead of the smiley face or the hard face, they gave the laughing face. So I don't know if that means you're a joke, bitch, or if that was like, yay, ha ha ha, I'm excited to do so. But it couldn't have meant that because I told them to let me know which option they wanted and I was sending the corresponding link. And guess what? They never asked for. They never asked for the corresponding link. They never asked for clarity about what happens with each one. Could they possibly have gotten busy? Maybe, but not too busy because they sent the little face. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, I get stuff like this on a consistent basis. I even put the post up one day for somebody else who wasted my time. I put the post up because I want people to see what's going on the back end. And I put comments out there to make sure that individuals are understanding that I'm not to be messed with in that way. Because I do want to set the record straight. But what I want you all to understand is that energetically, I don't feel the same way anymore. I am being so honest with you guys. If I would have received that message sometime last year, especially while I was stressing, trying to figure out how I was going to get certain stuff done, I could have been like, for real? And I can't believe this. And see, that's why people broke and they ain't going to never go nowhere with their business and sit around and have a conversation with a peer, my husband or somebody else talking smack about somebody and why they're low grade and they won't be successful. And in the meantime and in between time, guess what I'm not doing? I'm no longer focused on my email list, doing a live video, promoting a product or service or doing something else that's productive. I'm having a conversation about someone who's not going anywhere. She did not disrespect me as much as she disrespected herself. If she has no intentions whatsoever with moving forward with either one of those options or asking me if there's a third, fourth, or fifth option, she's not as serious about her dream as she may have came off to be. And that is not my issue. When a person doesn't want to invest with you, they're saying they don't want to invest in themselves. Yes, obviously, you think I'm smart. You think I'm brilliant, but not brilliant enough for you to pay for. That's the angle that I can take. Maybe the reason why you did that could be for other reasons too. Maybe you did see me in the past when I was giving a lot, and maybe you missed the memo that said no more giving to that degree. But more than likely, and more than anything, because I have to retrain my own audience from things that I did in the beginning, it has nothing to do with me, though. It has everything to do with the fact that you're trying to figure out how you can take the simplest, easiest, cheapest way to build your business. And the irony is you're going to want someone to spend money with you. Don't get mad at people that aren't willing to break bread. Just handle them accordingly. I either unfriend you, block you, or ignore you. I either unfriend you, block you, or ignore you. And I will start listening to you again when you start speaking the right language and when you start making the right decisions. That's all you got to do. But what you cannot do is you cannot spend time talking about the people who don't do anything. You've got to set the record straight so that people that really don't want to invest with you and have a dual effort for their success, that they can get out of the way. Because the only thing that's stopping some of you guys from going and growing is your exhaustive negative conversations or habits that are habituated towards people who don't give a damn about you. And you got to just be who you are and be so clear in what you're doing that you repel people and get them out of the way so that the people who really want you, who really want you bad, can see you so that they can know where you are and they can invest with you. Keep your energy positive. Keep your expectation high. Let 2018 be the year of infinite possibilities for you, and understand when a person does not want to have a dual effort to invest with you, they are playing themselves. They are not playing you. Don't take it personal. That's my nugget for today. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch.podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in